If you like Supernatural or Ash vs. the Evil Dead, I highly recommend this show.
You're still a bounty hunter, but now you hunt demons for the devil.
So welcome everybody to my review of Amazon Prime's new original, The Bondsman, starring everybody's favorite, the Baconator himself, Kevin Bacon. I love me some Kevin Bacon. I'm glad this guy stays in the horror genre. Before I get into the video, like, subscribe, join me down below, really helps the channel. I don't do too many TV show reviews, but I found myself watching this one this week, and I was having a really good time with the show, so I figured I would just talk about it briefly, put you guys onto it. If you guys also are like me, you follow me for movies, you want a show that's just a really brisk watch, and it's in the horror genre. What it's about, you have Kevin Bacon playing this guy who's just an everyday bondsman hunting people out on jail bonds. When one day in the middle of trying to apprehend somebody, he gets killed, and then he just kind of reappears alive, doesn't really know what's going on. And the reason he gets brought back to life is because the devil has basically tasked him with hunting down people who have escaped hell. So it's kind of a hybrid of like Supernatural and just an everyday crime show, because he's still a bondsman. He's just hunting and returning demons, which on the surface I'm sure sounds really shallow and stupid. I get it. I'm a sucker for these type of shows and movies, but there's actually a little bit more to it than that. And I think it was just a stupid fun watch. Very bingeable, as I already said. But you have Kevin Bacon playing this bondsman. He's great as always in this role. I like that he's now playing this like bounty hunter role. I don't know if I've ever seen him play that, but he's really good. And there's a lot of other stuff going on with this. You have like a bunch of little storylines that all end up connecting. Every episode you have him hunting a different demon, and it all kind of connects to this overlying plot that's explained as the show goes on. Then you have this subplot going on with the guy who actually killed Kevin Bacon, his family, his son, his failed music career, and the overlying theme of why he's actually tasked to do this, why certain demons are getting out. It all connects again, as I said, very comparable to me at least to Supernatural, where every episode is different, but it all concerns demons, and it all kind of connects together by the end of the first season, which they leave you on a cliffhanger. So I'm expecting we're probably going to get season 2 if this show does well. Yeah, for the subplots, you have the bondsman part, you have him and his family, you have the guy who actually killed him, you have him and his relationship with his son. He actually bounty hunts these demons with his mom, and this is listed as a comedic show. She's probably the most comedic relief in it. Then you have the overarching mystery that Kevin Bacon's trying to figure out of why he was tasked to do this, and all of the people who have kind of encountered him in relation to this, and how this plays into the grand scheme of things, like why the devil wants them all to do this. And I actually couldn't help but laugh at the fun this show's having, because the way they kind of explain this entire ecosystem of hunting these demons and how hell works, it's just a giant corporate pyramid scheme. I could not help but laugh at that. Like the concept of selling our soul, we've all heard that, but in this show you can sell your soul for a particular good, and at that point it guarantees you will go to hell. But you also have these people who need to get you to sell your soul. They're basically recruiters in the pyramid scheme. So you have like 3 layers deep of recruiters trying to get people to sell their souls, all the way up to Kevin Bacon when he gets recruited. It's silly, it's stupid, I know. I just can't help but laugh at the fact that we all hate pyramid schemes, and hell being a pyramid scheme, that's ironically funny, come on. Already said every episode follows a different demon he's hunting. They're all different, like some of them have different characteristics, different pictures, different personalities to them, which I think is cool, a good way to explore plenty of episodes. While I think this show could do a little bit more in terms of making them feel epic and different from one another, I do think it is enjoyable watching him hunt every episode. Totally realized I didn't even talk about the gore in this show yet. It's definitely a horror show, definitely heavy on the comedy, trying to be a horror comedy, much like Ash vs. the Evil Dead. That's why I included that in the intro. This show has great practical effects and gore, absolutely gnarly kills and scenery in some of this, which I really appreciate, because I feel like television specifically is getting really into the PG-13 realm. It's very watered down. This felt a lot more like an HBO exclusive show, like a show that oddly came to Prime, because it is very graphic at points, which as a horror fan, you know I have to appreciate, because there's not a lot of shows that kind of scratch that itch. Plenty gory and has some unique kills, and I appreciate that every time. Not going to give too much away about the plot, but yeah, as the show continues to go on, he's hunting different demons every episode. It all connects in a certain way to this overarching plot to why he's asked to do this. He meets different characters, he meets these different recruiters, he's trying to salvage his relationship with his family, redeem himself, and all of that kind of gets explained as the series goes on. As I said, it's only 8 episodes. It ends on a cliffhanger, so I'd expect we're probably going to get season 2, because if they got Kevin Bacon to sign up for this and the production value is actually really good, I assume they think that this show is going to do pretty well. So I just wanted to put a brief review out here, explain what it's about a little bit, give you my thoughts. I really enjoyed this show. It's not a perfect show. It's kind of stupid, but sometimes I like a mindless horror show. We don't get really any of those anymore. Super brisk watch, only 8 episodes, about 20 minutes apiece. Really cool practical effects and gore, some comedic relief. You get to see the Baconator Kevin Bacon in action. The guy can't miss. Come on, I'll always watch his shows. So if you're looking for a show to watch, you don't watch too much TV, you're looking for something like this, a horror TV show, maybe you overlooked this, thought the poster looked silly, I recommend you check out The Bondsman. It's right up my alley if you like those two shows I listed. It's a good time. So if you guys have checked this out and binged it already, comment down below, let me know what you think, or just let me know what your favorite Kevin Bacon project is. But as always, as I said, subscribe, join me down below. I love talking shows and movies with you. I will see you in the next review. Peace!